Well, guys, we're at the point now where we got the motor in, we got the front suspension in. Now we have to get this thing running. So there's quite a bit of things that we have to do. We have to, oh, look at that random screwdriver. We have to get the engine harness plugged in. We got to get the power steering in place. We got to oil pressure gauge hooked up, throttle cable hooked up, transmission cable hooked up, vacuum lines hooked up, computer, battery. I don't have a gas tank in this, so there's so much things we have to do right now, guys. And that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to try to get this engine running. The last time I ran this, I don't even remember when, to be honest. I ran it at Mini Meltdown, then I gave it to my buddy who ran it, and it came back, and it was running like shit, but he had smashed off all the EGR. So we kind of replaced the EGR, we checked the timing, and we're going to see if we can get this thing running again. And we're going to go from there. The transmission dipstick tube is pretty mangled up. Can't get that in or out. So we're probably going to give her a little slice and dice and get her so we can... We won't be able to check the fluid anymore unless we measure how... Anyway, we'll probably measure how much we cut off and then cut the same amount off the dipstick. I don't know. We'll be fancy somewhat. But there's still a lot of things we got to get doing to this. And this derby's coming up very quick and I'm starting to stress out. So might not film everything, but we're going to be doing stuff. I want to start putting the cage inside this car, but my buddy Steven tells me that he wants to do my trunk for me because he's not happy with how my trunks go. So he says, do not do the trunk, do not put the cage in. So we'll see what I can do without doing any of that. So let's get going on this car. So we worked on this thing quite a bit this weekend, but the problem is I can't feel the motivation towards this car right now, and I don't know why. I need to really get a lot done on this. It's too early in the year not to feel motivated. Maybe once I go down to PA and smash, I'll be super into this again. But as of right now, I'm finding it very hard to actually come out here and work on this. But we did do quite a bit of work to this thing. So we got the cage in here just roughly, because Steven says he wants to do the back end of the car. So we have the post-to-post in, but we just have it loose up here. Everything's just loose. It is bolted to the floor, but it's loose. Inside, we got our oil pressure gauge mounted. We got our switch panel. That is not the switch panel that I was really intending to run, but honestly, it was the only one I could really find. All my other ones are looking like they're pieces of garbage lately. The battery box, none of the batteries will fit in it that I have. It's designed for a transport truck battery, so I'm probably going to go out and buy a new transport truck battery for this. We got the fan wired up. We have emergency just-in-cases for the computer and the fuel pump. We got the alternator hooked up. We got the main wire to the alternator hooked up. We got the radiator, the rad lines, oil pressure unit up here, the oil loop kit. We've got pretty much everything starting to get into this. But the problem is I'm not feeling the motivation to come out here and work on this. And this is really shitty for me, because I kind of need the motivation. And yeah, there ain't a whole lot I can do to get it back, except maybe stop working on this one here for a bit, because you know what, guys, my ADHD has been getting really bad. Maybe it's the 8 monsters I drink a day. And you know what, I was drinking like 8 of the regular cans, so I switched to these, thinking that if I just switched to the taller cans, maybe I'd only drink 6 cans, but nope, we're back to drinking 8 of the tall cans a day. So my heart might stop randomly, but I'm okay with that. But guys, I just don't feel the motivation for this car. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. For me, working on it, it's like, it's killing me. It's really bothering me that I can't work on it. And it's not that I can't, it's just I start working on it and then I kind of find other little doodads. Like I started cleaning the shelves back there because I just didn't want to work on this car. But I do want to go to this show, but this show's in June, and I just cleaned up the huge aluminum pile that was here. I got 49 aluminum rims inside that Hyundai. But this car right here is actually designed to go in May 6th. So like, maybe stop working on that and we'll start working on this one. There isn't a whole lot that has to be done to this, so maybe if I can start it up and feel like I've accomplished something, maybe I'll feel pretty much better about it. I don't know, but honestly, guys, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to jump ship on that one, come to this one, and then put some effort into this one. Because maybe if I'm able to actually move a car and hear it run, I won't be so upset with everything. So that's the plan. But this one here is May 6th. And then over here, tucked away behind the Suzuki, get back here, this car is actually May 24th. So I have 2 cars I have to build before that one. And these ones are all not far enough along. So maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I will swap to that one instead of this one. Sorry, swap to the May one, get that one going, and then swap to this one. I don't know. But guys, we need to get my mojo back for these cars. We really do. So hopefully you guys continue watching, and hopefully I can feel the urge and the drive to start building these cars again, because it's actually starting to hurt me. So I guess instead of making that one run next, which was supposed to be the title of this video, we're going to make this one run next, which will be the next video. And there's a couple things that we have to go over. All my fuel line's starting to get old, so that's what we're going to start talking about. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry about the delay. I'm sorry about the lack of mojo. I'm sorry that you guys can probably tell I'm having a hard time motivating myself to work on these. So, guys, hopefully we see you back here on the next video, and we can start looking at this one, because I don't remember what this thing was like. I don't even remember if it ran any good. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you back here later on Zach's Workshop.